virtual gaming world is one mixed with pixels and passion and filled with dreams and aspirations. On this episode of the VGA ESPORTS Show, I'll tell you how you can realize those dreams and aspirations through video gaming and esports. My name is Slimor, and I humbly welcome you to another interesting episode on the VGA ESPORTS Show. We talk esports, we talk gaming, and the big things you can do with it. You're welcome to the episode. On this episode, we'll be looking at excellent things, starting with the anticipation of FC25. The big football game, eSports FC25, is on the horizon, and they've officially released their trailer. We'll be looking in depth into how that one goes. We'll also be switching over to the big esports experience which happened over the week. The crossover experience, NBA 2K, there was FC24 action as well, and a huge summit to educate us on the business of esports, about empowerment, how to make money from esports as well. That was not it on the home continent, on the homeland Ghana. There was more things happening on Legon campus. Pent Hall Week, there was the big collaboration between Ultimate Battle, the VGA ESPORTS Show, and the University of Ghana SRC, where we had an amazing FC24 tournament. The people pulled up in their numbers and they gave us a spectacle. There's also a big championship happening in Tokyo a few days' time. You should stick and stay. There's more coming up with eFootball action, where teams like Bayern, Manchester United, Arsenal all have their representatives in Tokyo for the big championships. All this and many more coming up on this week's VGA ESPORTS Show. You don't want to miss out. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the VGA ESPORTS Show, and we'll kick things off with arguably the greatest football game ever. They've been doing this year after year after year, and they've released a new version. Speaking of the eSports FC game, of course, FC25. The big reveal is out. There was a lot of anticipation around, with new things hinted to come. There will be a whole new different Ultimate Team mode. There will be a whole new different Pro Clubs mode. FC25 reveal is here, where you can now pre-order and enjoy the game when it finally comes out later this year. Moving away from the big FC25 reveal, we'll be crossing shores back home here to Ghana, where we had a wonderful time, an amazing experience at the just ended crossover madness under the big umbrella of the Afro Sports Summit. The Afro Sports Summit, which brought together sports and esports, about the business of it, and a lot of educational stuff. It was excellent. There was also that big tournament with FC24 and NBA 2K24, where we had over 100 players make their way to the College of Physicians and Surgeons for an amazing experience. Enjoy. What's up, people? I welcome you to the crossover madness under the big umbrella of the Afro Sports Summit. It's all going down crazy. We're about to check it out. Everything that's happening, from the business of sports to the business of esports, the main reason why we are here. And of course, the players are also ready. 20,000 Ghana cedis up for grabs. Let's check it out. FC24 action, 2K action to bring to you live from the College of Physicians and Surgeons.
Young Johnny.
The crossover experience is getting larger and larger. I mean, the games that are going on are incredible. But first of all, we still have a lot to learn. And I'm proud to be here with the one and only Danny Martin from Exposure. A few years back, we saw Exposure do great things here in Ghana. What prompted you guys to come back here and do something great like this?
I think the biggest dynamic right now is just being able to see the energy that's here and see the growth. I think as a CEO and founder of a company in the esports and gaming industry, it's all about looking at the data. And if we see a trajectory of growth, then that's something that we should be focusing on as well. A lot of individuals may say, hey, it's hard here, not a lot of resources. But when I look in the room right now, I see a bunch of potential, and I also see the element right now that companies all across the world want to be a part of, and we're no different. So from our perspective right now, just coming out here and see the talent, but most importantly, while they're playing games and they're competitive, there's a lot of transferable skills that I see inside of here. Like looking at it from your perspective, being an individual that's interviewing, also shoutcasting, there's everybody in here has a skill set, and every skill set can be valuable to the industry. So I look at them as much more than playing games. I look at them as being able to be a part of the next companies.
It's a pleasure to have you again. Thanks for speaking to us. Now, this is your second time in here. What made you come back the second time after that first experience?
You know, I got good friends like Slime, you know, but seriously, I have friends here. You know, we want to educate black and brown people. Afro Sports was doing their summit here again, so we just found it a great time to kind of partner with them, partner with Ghana Esports Association and a few others to get it done.
Yeah, with the Saudi University Law Center, and you guys you've been able to merge education with esports, something that is still very difficult to Ghanaians. Tell us about some of the esports courses that you guys offer and how we can be able to merge esports and then education.
Yeah, for sure. We have an esports law and management certification. It's a 2-week program. You can go read about it at sulc.edu. But we're developing more programs as we go. Definitely we need to do some intro classes. You know, I talked to the youth here, talking to you and talking to a few others. I know we have to develop some more, but we're going to do that when we get back home. But other than that, I think that we've started something magical here. We're going to continue to come back, continue to educate, and continue to expose everybody, because I think people coming out in numbers like this, that's what makes differences. It's not just the big prize pool. It's impact about numbers, impact about education, and impact about, you know, exposure. I'm a firm believer exposure leads to expansion.
Coming in as the reigning champion from last year, there's a target on your back. What's your expectation for this tournament, and do you feel like you can go all the way this time around?
I'm here to have fun, but more seriously, I'm here to defend my title. So I'll do everything in my power to make it so, and make it 2-2.
Yeah. I know when you went in there, you saw some really familiar names and some scary names. Is there anybody that you think maybe will give you a run for your money today?
Yeah, scary guys inside, but I'm also scary. So.
The tournament is great. I mean, it has been great so far. There are a lot of competitive matches. We look at the EA, all the matches have been tough. Look at the 2K, which myself, I'm a part of the tournament, right? It hasn't been easy, right? My second match in the winners bracket, I lost and went down to the losers bracket, right? And I'm fighting for my life over there. It isn't easy, trust me, it is easy.
Leading by one.
For the FC24 tournament, the numbers are massive. Over 70 players registering, and I'm here with Mitch, who did win from ATU and has come to represent. Excellent experience so far. I know this is possibly the biggest tournament you are playing in so far. How has the competition been like?
Actually, it's been very competitive. I won my first 2 games against Mulished and Zenas. And I met Padia, who scored me, I think, 5-2. Yeah, it's been very competitive. I think I have to train harder. I'm hoping probably I might get an esports team to join so that I'll be able to play with tough players, so that I'll be able to improve and enhance on my skills.
I'm here with 16-year-old Agogo, who is doing crazy things. Agogo, no batra tournament there, first time. How on a tournament any ke otesha ba no improve your game?
Tournament any bana emiwa. Again tesha is no ni ba ko e bi ma ka se ke fita. Can next time game ba manyama wu.
O ba na boy next tournament. Sure, on ko here Charlie. Next time call ba after them fair. I'm here with Prince Jefferson of the Esports Association Ghana, who's doing a tremendous job so far. Look, I know the players are a lot. How much does it take for you to be able to organize things like that and make it successful?
Well, actually, this time around, we've gotten over 100+ players participating in this tournament, and this has been the most participation in NBA 2K since we started organizing tournaments, and they've come in their numbers, and it's really great to be with them. It's really great to officiate them too as well.
What do you have to say to our sponsors from Southern University Law Center, the likes of Christina, the likes of Danny, the likes of everybody who's made this possible? What do you have to say to them?
We actually want to say a very big thank you to them for improving and for making known esports in Ghana, for adding value to esports in Ghana.
Those were the bits from the crossover experience. You could see talented players everywhere. You could see talented gamers everywhere. The action was indeed heated. That's not all from them. We'll be surely bringing you all of the updates live on the VGA ESPORTS Show. Make sure you tune in. When we keep saying esports is producing life-changing scenarios, we are not joking at all. A team at the Mobile Legends Bang Bang tournament at the Esports World Cup just secured $1 million. $1 million for placing first at the tournament. Who would ever thought? Well, Saudi Arabia is on board and the Esports World Cup for the Mobile Legends Bang Bang tournament. That's for the Selangor Red Giants, the team who took the tournament by storm and emerged being crowned champions as they secured the $1 million prize pool.
They've done it! They've done it! For the first time ever, Malaysia is on top! It's over! They have failed as individuals again and again, but together, mortals turn giants are invincible!
The team comprising of Cram, Sekis, Stormy, Innocent and Yams made sure they left their legacies in Saudi Arabia. They've been able to put their ring on the board. Their Esports World Cup journey will forever be a memorable one to remember for SRG. They've put their names in the spotlight and set themselves apart from every other team competing.
Selangor Red Giants are your new champions of the mid-season cup.
The amazing thing is, it's not only the champions who walked away with money. In second place, Falcon seemed to be doing well everywhere. It came in second, tied with AP Bren. They both took home $500,000. Third place, Team Liquid and Team Ninja and Co took home $200,000. For fifth place, ninth place, 13th place, they took home $100,000 and $56,000 respectively. It's all going down in Saudi Arabia as the Mobile Legends tournament came to a close. What a wonderful spectacle that was. It was definitely an enjoyable one.
Put together, mortals turn giants are invincible!
For more of the esports stories and happenings all over the world, you know where to find us. It's the VGA ESPORTS Show across all social media, and you definitely not regret it. There's always been big conversations as to how we can merge education and esports, and these are the things we have to be doing. The big partnership between Ultimate Battle, the VGA ESPORTS Show, and the University of Ghana SRC brought about an excellent FC24 at the Pent Hall week where the boys pulled up in their numbers. The gamers came out to have some wonderful fun for a prize pool of 2,000 Ghana cedis. In my word, the students were excited. We saw some excellent gamers come out of there, and when the tournament was going on, you could sense that there was tension in the air. But in that final, which captivated everybody, we had Choice Bada, who was in the winners bracket. He had not lost a single game. Coming up against Conrad, who was coming from the loser bracket but was in a lot of confidence by beating a lot of great players getting to that final. But in the end, beating Choice Bada 2 times in a row, we always knew it was going to be an uphill task, where Choice Bada completed it, winning the championship for the FC24 Inter-Halls Challenges, becoming champion on University of Ghana campus. Let's check it out. Wherever Ultimate Battle is, you know there's going to be excellent competition, top tier production. This time around, come to University of Ghana campus for the Interhorse FC 24 tournament. 2 representatives from each hall, 16 players to do battle. The battle has already started behind me. We'll be checking it out. The tough part of competition is we'll have to have winners and losers. Wise Mass, what do you think contributed to you losing today?
Oh, composure. And I think I have to allow the small boys come into the scene. So yeah. Shout out to Conrad, he played a really good game.
The battle is at its peak. The toughest side of the Interhorse tournament is getting crazy, and we've got 2 gentlemen here who are in the winners bracket final. Going into this tournament, you knew it was going to be tough. Tell us your hall that you're representing, and what do you think you can do against Choice Badger?
Yeah, I'm actually a non-resident student here. Yes, and for sure it's going to be a tough match, but we'll sail through for sure.
Everybody here is an easy opponent for me. I think I'm going to win it. Yeah.
That's the sad things about competition sometimes. A gallant effort might take you far, but you might not just go all the way. That's the story for my man here from Pentor representing his hall, Conrad. Where did it all go wrong for you?
I feel like the fatigue setting. Before I played the final, I had played like 3 matches in a row because I was in the losers bracket. So it was the fatigue and getting used to the competitive mode because I don't really play online enough, and so I've learned from it. My opponents gave me a good match, so then go back to the drawing board and get better.
Congratulations, but what did it take for you to win this game because you were down 2-0?
Oh, I noticed my opponent's defense wasn't that good. So I was just looking for the spaces, that's all. The experience counts, and I think he respected me too much. That's why he lost.
So the name Choice Badger just puts a little fear.
Exactly.
When we consider the SRC week, we didn't look at it from just the music aspect. We considered discovering young talents, like when it comes to gaming and other activities as well. So we're like, why don't we hit you up? So we discover some of these young people, set up something for them so they can also enjoy it.
Exactly, and I know when you guys were organizing something like this, theoretically, you guys had like a set target and what you guys wanted to achieve. Do you feel like you've achieved that here today? Was the outcome great?
Oh yeah. The outcome was like very, very good because we met the exact number we wanted. And I think this is like the first time show. I think it's very, very positive. We're looking forward to organizing something like this in the future actually, because it's going to help us discover more of these young guys on campus.
A huge congratulations to all the partners on board who made this one possible. Ultimate Battle still doing big things within the esports community. We thank the University of Ghana SRC for pulling through, and of course the VGA ESPORTS Show were there to throw our support. And finally, huge congratulations to the Convict man. It shows that when you come on this territory, he does not miss. Choice Badger making sure he defended home ground and winning that incredible tournament. That was the excellent scenes from the Interhorse FC24 tournament. The Interhorse FC24 tournament was one to remember, and it gave us champions to remember as well. I'll be inviting first the man who came in second place, showed us that even though you're an underdog, you have to still push in. Conrad from Pento, who did his best through the loser bracket and did extremely well to come in second place. Now for our champion, Choice Badger had to go through the toil and not lose a single game. From Convict Records, representing Kwapon Hall, Choice Badger coming in with a victory. I've got my 2 champions here with me before I give them their prizes. Congratulations to both of you. Choice, what was the feeling like after you won?
Oh, it was exciting. I really had fun.
Conrad, I know you don't play a lot of tournaments. What would you say the experience was like for you in this tournament?
It was an interesting experience having played one of my first ever tournaments, and so I've learned from it to go back to the drawing board and we get better for the next tournaments in the future.
Conrad is ready for more. Hopefully Ultimate Battle and the University of Ghana SRC can do more. So there is it. We'll present Conrad with his prize winnings, coming in second place at the Interhorse tournament. Now to our champion, Convict Records man, Kwapon Hall, Choice Badger, unbeaten, and he had to go strong from start to finish. The man from Kwapon Hall representing very well at the Interhorse tournament.
My name is Coach Shout, and the head is big for a reason. Shouts to VGA ESPORTS team for putting this together. Go subscribe to them on socials, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere them day. Charlie, and just watch the content. Let us all be part of this build up. Support them, and let us push the esports agenda. Yeah, so shout out to VGA ESPORTS team. My name is Coach Shout, and I'm out.
It's still championship euphoria all over, and we just witnessed the greatness from the FC Pro World Championship. It's time to delve into the eFootball world as well. The World Championship will be happening in Tokyo, where six teams who have the best of the players in Tokyo. We'll see them in action very soon. When I'm speaking of the 6 teams, I'm speaking of the 6 big traditional clubs within the eFootball scene. There will be Manchester United, who had their qualifiers recently at Old Trafford. It was a massive experience. AC Milan will be in there. Barcelona from Spain will also be in there. Inter Milan, Arsenal will also make their way to Tokyo. It promises to be exciting. The qualifiers saw thousands of players competing from all over the world, but these will be the final players for the mobile version and the console version, all happening in Tokyo live with some big money to be won. We'll be keeping you up to date on how things go over in Tokyo for the massive eFootball World Championships. We'll be across our social media handles at VGA ESPORTS SHOW. You can find us everywhere, and you can enjoy all of the content we've got for you. This is an episode of a fairy tale run. A fairy tale run of an African who puts the whole continent on the map at the FC Pro World Championship. I'm speaking of one man and one man only, who I'm proud to announce, Sharif made the final 4 of the 2024 FC Pro World Championship.
It's good, guys, to be in the knockout rounds and to see the emotions.
He's shaking, he came through playing.
For the Moroccan, they started way back in November at the FC Pro Ladder when he was champion in Africa, got his chance at the FC Pro Open. It didn't go well for him, and he came back to the drawing board, huffing and puffing, winning the Moroccan E-Botola to book a spot in Germany for not the World Championships yet, but the play-ins. He had to go through tough decisions and tough games, and he ended champion of his group to book a spot at the FC Pro World Championship. And it seemed like the fairy tale story was going to continue right till the end.
Unbelievable interception, and he's set Neymar on his way. Griezmann in on goal. Wow! It's a penalty if he goes. Right? What? Yeah! That's it. Full time. What?
This fairy tale story had everybody watching from the African continent had water in their eyes. I was literally tearing watching Sharif do his thing. And after the group stage, this was excellent. He had to face K1 John for a spot in the next round. An all-African affair, but it seems like the Moroccan just had his day, beating K1 John on penalty shootouts, and now had to face the South American phenom Gilbarosh in what was a blockbuster fixture, but with player lock menaces and him doing excellent things on the offensive end, he sailed through as well, and now faced the Saudi Arabian champ Abu Maka in what was a blockbuster of a game. Ex-Sharif had to make sure the statement was known, and after every single win, his celebrations just made everybody enjoy themselves at the FC Pro World Championship to book a spot in the final 4 of the tournament.
He's going to be out there. What a semi-final that is going to be. Anders Vergang against Ex-Sharif. It's whoever's going to be louder in the chat at home, because there's going to be an incredible semi-final. He can't quite believe what he is achieving here in Berlin. It's not a dream. Morocco are here, and they are here to stay.
The end of the road was at the semi-final, where he secured $70,000 after losing to Anders Vergang, but he has the chance to hold his head up high as he really did justice for the African community. What a tournament that was for him. A special shout out goes to his coach, who was there with him through the start to the finish, Osama. What a brilliant tournament for him as well. I hope everybody can learn from them. And you know what? At the FC Pro World Championship, they made their voices heard. the support that was there in Germany was immaculate. I saw Bassi in there, Younes in there, always making noise after he had scored a goal and cheering up the Moroccan. He put Africa on the map, and we hope you can continue from here. Ex-Sharif, what a tournament to remember. We hope this is the stepping stone for Africa to go big in the FC Pro world.
The greatest thing about esports is your imagination. If you imagine it, you can create a pathway to the esports space. So don't limit yourself. Whatever dream you have in esports, whatever dream you have in gaming, just go out there and you push it, dream it, and build it.
This is how we draw the curtains on today's episode of the VGA ESPORTS Show. And as usual, I'll leave you with this one. If you are still playing video games, it is the new wave. Move forward and never look back.